Attention passionate fans of the Cleveland Browns. Breaking news is shaking the foundation of the AFC North, and what's happening right now has the potential to completely alter the balance of power inside this division. This is not noise. This is not speculation for clicks. We're talking about a scenario that could directly affect the Cleveland Browns' trajectory toward another legitimate championship run, while potentially leaving a historic rival destabilized for years. And yes, you're hearing this first. Before we go any further, a quick message to the real ones. If you live and breathe Browns football, hit that subscribe button right now. Be part of this growing family. Let's reach 2,000 subscribers together. Share this with your friends, your group chats, and every Browns fan you know. Now let's talk about what nobody wants to say out loud. Let me ask you something, Browns fan. Are you ready for a truth that national media avoids like the plague? Because while many analysts treat this idea as absurd, impossible, or downright laughable, there's a massive elephant standing in the middle of the NFL landscape. And its name echoes loudly across this division. The league is shifting. Power structures don't last forever. And when cracks start to form, opportunity shows up where no one expects it. That's exactly why this story is making so many people uncomfortable. Let's be clear about one thing. Mike Tomlin has never been just another coach. His name represents long-term stability, authority in the locker room, elite leadership, and something extremely rare in today's NFL, sustained competitiveness year after year. Now pause for a second and imagine the symbolic, psychological, and strategic impact that name alone would carry if it were ever associated with Cleveland. This wouldn't just be a football move. It would be a cultural shockwave, a direct challenge to the hierarchy of the division, a message to the entire league that Cleveland is no longer content with participation trophies. The official narrative insists this can never happen. They point to Tomlin's deep roots with the Pittsburgh Steelers, the historic rivalry, and the politics of the AFC North as immovable barriers. But history has shown us something important. The NFL is not ruled by tradition. It's ruled by leverage, timing, and ambition. And when a franchise feels stuck in a loop that never leads to the Super Bowl, it doesn't tweak the margins. It breaks the mold. That's exactly where Cleveland finds itself right now. After the departure of Kevin Stefanski, it became obvious the Browns aren't looking for the next guy. They're looking for the guy. A coach whose presence alone changes the conversation. Someone who forces players, agents, and rivals to take Cleveland seriously the moment he walks into the building. And there are very few names in the NFL that carry that weight the way Tomlin does. Here's the part that truly unsettles people across the division. If something like this ever became reality, the ripple effects inside the AFC North would be massive. This wouldn't be just a hire, it would be a direct strike at the heart of the rivalry. Cleveland would be taking a figure who symbolized dominance on the other side and flipping the narrative entirely. That kind of move changes everything. The mindset of the fan base, the expectations inside the locker room, even the posture of the front office. It's the difference between hoping to compete and demanding to win. Yes, Cleveland has also been mentioned in conversations involving John Harbaugh, but the reality is that elite coaching candidates create competition across the league. And as the Browns continue searching for a replacement for Stefanski, the ambition of this organization is becoming impossible to ignore. From an ownership perspective, a hire like Tomlin would be a dream scenario for Jimmy Haslam. But this is where fantasy collides with business reality. Contractual complications and the intensity of the rivalry make such a move extraordinarily unlikely. According to reporting from Ian Rappaport of NFL Network, after stepping away from Pittsburgh, Tomlin has indicated he does not plan to coach during the 2026 season. Multiple teams reportedly reached out, but the Steelers retain his coaching rights, meaning any move would require significant draft compensation. And even then, teams were informed that Tomlin is not actively pursuing another head coaching role right now. Local voices were quick to pour cold water on the dream scenario. Tony Grossi of ESPN Cleveland made it clear that Tomlin's loyalty to the Steelers makes a jump to a direct AFC North rival virtually unthinkable. Structural barriers, combined with Pittsburgh's ability to retain his rights through 2027, create a contractual maze Cleveland simply cannot escape. There are three major roadblocks. First, the so-called Sean Payton clause. Tomlin stepped away with years remaining on his contract, meaning Pittsburgh controls his coaching rights, and there's no scenario where they trade him within the division. Second, lifestyle considerations. League sources suggest Tomlin may prefer a warm weather opportunity, cities like Miami or Atlanta, or even a transition into a high-profile media role rather than diving into another pressure-packed AFC North rebuild. Third, legacy. After 19 seasons, crossing over to Cleveland would fundamentally alter how his career is remembered. His deep ties to the Rooney family and the near-zero chance of Pittsburgh ever approving such a move make the idea unrealistic. So while the speculation fuels talk radio and ignites fan imagination, the cold business reality of the AFC North remains unchanged. Mike Tomlin will not be wearing orange and brown in 2026. Just one day after a wild card playoff loss to the Houston Texans, Tomlin officially informed the Steelers of his decision to step away after 19 seasons. Team president Art Rooney too summed it up plainly, expressing deep gratitude for nearly 2 decades of leadership, success, and professionalism. And that level of respect is universal, even among rivals. So Browns fans, while this chapter may not end with the headline some dreamed of, it tells us something important. Cleveland is no longer thinking small. The ambition is real. The search is serious. And the organization understands that the next decision will shape the franchise for years to come. Now I want to hear from you. Do you believe Cleveland should swing for the fences with a blockbuster hire? Or is the smarter path building something new from the ground up? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Your voice matters here. Stay locked in. More updates are coming. Because one thing is certain, the Browns are done waiting.